there's our video on quartiles. Now we already have gone over box and whisker plots, and we already have gone over quartiles, but let's just clarify them. So again, we have Q1, Q2, Q3, and we know that Q2 is the median, the middle number, and Q1 is the lower quartile, and Q3 is the upper quartile, which we went over already. So let's say we have these numbers, just to review, and we know the middle number is 3. So Q2 is 3. So now we can get the median of the left numbers. So if Q2 is here, we want these numbers now to find Q1. So between 1 and 2 is 1.5. So that'll be Q1. Right? The median of the left numbers, 1.5. And of course, if we wanted Q3 up here, we know it's 4.5. So Q3 is 4.5. So let's go over this one now. What would be Q1, Q2, and Q3? Right? In this case, we have an even amount of numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these two are in the middle. So Q2, if we add those two together and divide it by 2, we would get 3.5. Now to get Q1 now, we want all these three numbers because they're to the left of 3.5. And we can see that 3 is right in the middle, so Q1 would be 3. We want all these numbers to the right, and we can see that 5 is Q3. Okay, let's go again. Let's try this one. Again, you should try to pause the tape and do this on your own. So we look at these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have an odd amount. When we have an odd amount, it's easy. We can see 7 right down there is Q2, the median. Right? And then we want to know these numbers, and we can see that 1 is Q1. And we can see here 1 is Q3. Now there's a problem. Does anyone see the problem? We have to put the numbers in order. So, if you don't put the numbers in order, this is what you would get, and you would get it wrong. And it's very easy to do that. So when you see something like this, make sure the numbers are in order. Okay, so let's put them in order. Make sure we do that. So now it would make more sense. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The middle number is 2. So that's Q2. To the left, we have Q1. Now be careful with Q3. We want the numbers to the right of Q2. And since Q2 is 2, we need only these numbers. Got to be very careful for that. Don't count 2 this time. So what's between 5 and 7? 6. So 6 would be Q3. Let's try another one. Now, are the numbers in order? They're in order. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, back from our fire drill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, another fire drill. Okay, back from our fire drill. Now, let's count the numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have an even amount of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know 4 is Q2. It's our median. Now the trick here, this could be a trick. We want these numbers to the left of it since 4 is the median. So Q1 would actually be 1.5. Q3 is actually 0. There's no, actually not 0, there's just no Q3. So if you made a box and whisker chart, there would be no Q3 because Q3, there's nothing to the right of 4. I mean, so on a rough box here, this would be Q2, no Q3, this would also be the max. Right? And then we would have 1.5 here, and we have our 1, we'll just say that's 1, will be our minimum. So that would be a roughly, move that up a little. So be careful when there's no Q3. Let's do one more. Pause the tape and see if you can do this one. Now remember, they have to be in order. So let's put them in order first. We have 1, we have 1. Be careful when you do this. We have a 2, so we got rid of the 1s and the 2s. We have a 7, 7, 4 7s, and we're just left with a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know that 7's in the middle, so Q2 is 7. All the numbers to the right of Q7 is only 9, so Q3 is 9. And then over here, we have Q1 as 1. So that's just a review on quartiles. Great job.